All right, this is our last division now.
This one is.
This
yes,
one is.
We are. We're
This
good.
This one is.
All right.
NFC West, the Arizona Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison proves he's the real deal. I think they're going to be 8 wins at the best, the absolute best. They got to figure out what Kyler Murray is all about. He proves it this year or he doesn't.
My best case scenario for the Cardinals, because we know how much of a Kyler Murray fan I am.
You love him.
Marvin Harrison proves he is a top wide receiver in the league, and the Cardinals get a top 5 pick to draft a new quarterback.
Yeah, there you go.
You need a new quarterback. Kyler Murray is not the answer. He had a fun rookie year. I think that's what you're going to see from Caleb Williams, honestly, a fun rookie year, and then you're really going to see what he is. And we saw that with Kyler Murray. It was fun while it lasted, but it's time to find a replacement. Well, you need to get a top 5 pick.
They've been saying that since Jim Hart.
Yeah.
So
that's back when you were in your 40s.
No, I was a little bitty boy.
All right, 103. Don't forget.
Uh-huh.
All right,
the Rams.
Rams next on the list. What do you got? Best case scenario:
win the division, get to the NFC Championship game. Matt Stafford gives you one last big run.
Goes on. You're reading my mind here. Matthew Stafford becomes the NFL MVP on the way to a Super Bowl. That is the best case scenario.
Yeah.
He has one final run before he hangs up the cleats, and he might not. I could see Matthew Stafford continue on. I think he just likes playing the game of football.
I do too.
But the best case scenario for the Rams this year, Matthew Stafford becomes the NFL MVP onto a Super Bowl win.
I could see that.
All right, San Francisco 49ers. The window never seems to close with them.
They don't, but there's some turmoil going on there. I think they take a step back. They're still going to be in the playoffs.
But again, best case scenario.
Best case scenario, they win the division. They could get to the Super Bowl, but I think they're going to fall short. I think it's going to be one win in the playoffs, and they don't play the Packers at all.
Yeah, but this isn't the Packers' best case scenario. This is the Niners' best case scenario.
I understand that, but I still think Brock Purdy has to prove he's either the guy or he's just somebody who runs. He's the Bob Greasy of today's game, where he can run that team because of all the talents around him.
Yeah. It's same with Dak Prescott, right? You either want him to prove he can do it or you want him to not prove he can do it.
One way or the other.
Best case scenario to me for the 49ers, Brock Purdy proves he is the 49ers franchise QB on the way to a Super Bowl victory. That is the best case scenario. Brandon Ayuk or not, that's the best case scenario. Also included in that best case scenario, Brandon Ayuk signs.
Yeah.
You figure it out. He signs a contract with the Niners, and he's there, and this is over.
I think they take a step back, honestly, this year.
I think they could. I do.
Their window is going up and down, depending on Ayuk.
This is
best
case scenario.
I understand that.
I don't think you do.
I do.
All right.
I'm also giving reality because you go in the squirrel land.
I'm saying best case scenario.
I know.
You are giving, I think this is what's going to happen.
I think that's what's going to happen. Best case. Well, because if best case scenario for every team is Super Bowl.
That's fair. Not true. I don't think that's true. I've mentioned several that I think the best case scenario is they get a top 5 pick.
I think the next one's going to be another one.
Seattle Seahawks, best case scenario.
Getting one of those top 5 picks so they can get a quarterback.
What's their best case scenario record for you?
7 wins.
Yeah. See, and if you're in that range where you're 7 wins, and that's really how I drew this out. I know it's late to say this, but it was if you're going to be middle of the pack's best case scenario, then your best case scenario is get a top pick. So my best case scenario for the Seattle Seahawks is they get the number 1 overall pick and draft a franchise QB.
Yeah.
I think that is the best case scenario for the Seattle Seahawks because guy you got is not the answer.
No, Geno Smith has had a nice story.
He has.
But he's not going to get you to the promised land long term.
No, he's not.